Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's a really fun video because I am with my roommates and we're gonna be baking bread. I've never made bread in my life before besides pizza dough.
Besides that bread.
Besides pizza dough and pancake batter. That's about as close as I've ever gotten to a bread before.
Bread?
I think in a way it is kind of like a bread.
I would say maybe it falls into the cake.
So we have our yeast, we have our flour, our olive oil, our rosemary, and we're gonna be making some rosemary focaccia bread.
Or focaccia, as Emily calls it.
And just to spice up the video a little bit, I asked on Instagram a few hours ago if people would ask me questions for me and my roommates to answer, and I got quite a few responses just about anything, Mcgill, life, how it is living with each other.
Yay!
And we're gonna answer them while we bake. So yeah, let's get started. This should be a really fun video.
Shall we?
What is the first thing
We don't have a stand mixer.
You are a standing mixer, in a way.
Yeah. We need a mixing bowl. We need water and sugar. Emily, would you mind warming up some water?
And I will start with the first question. Let's see. The first question was asked by none other than Matthias himself.
Oh!
Which roommate is the best cook? Me and Emily are really great with our veggie tofu rice bowls. But when it comes to variety, as well as probably natural talent, I think Matthias takes the cake for the best cook.
Let's go!
Alexa asks, what is our favorite thing about Montreal?
The food? I really like how there are a lot of different sort of neighborhoods with different energies and different things to do within walking distance of each other.
Very true.
Like Old Port versus the Plateau versus the Ghetto versus the Mountain versus Little Italy. They're all like within an hour walking, which is great.
I would say that my favorite part of Montreal is probably, see, it's hard because I really love like the clubbing, nightlife, restaurant, very like festival vibe of the city, but we haven't experienced that in quite some time.
I really like that there's all 4 seasons. The summer's super warm, the spring, I mean the spring is pretty slushy, but that's normal. Really good cold short winter, fall.
Oh, short?
I'm from Calgary.
Margarita asks which month we got into McGill. We just checked this because we saw this question. I got in on February 16th.
I got in on February 19th.
I got in like mid-March, but I'm in a different faculty.
So if you haven't gotten accepted, do not fear. There's still plenty of time. What's our favorite lockdown activity?
Oh, it's gonna be crosswords.
I like when we sit on the couch and then we boss our boyfriends around.
Well, also, when I'm sitting on the couch and they're with their boyfriends and I watch them boss their boyfriends around, I think that's very fun.
Oh yeah, we just watercolored. That was really fun during lockdown. Lockdowns kind of sucked, but it has been nice to kind of do more chill activities.
Reading.
Reading is
I learned
fun.
to read again.
We're letting the yeast bloom right now for those who are following around the baking experience.
I'll link the recipe down below.
Some fun facts about yeast.
No.
No.
How did we meet?
Oh.
Aww,
what a story.
Okay, I met Matthias my very first day of Frosh. We were in the same Frosh group. It was me, Matthias, Macy, Triumph, Cordelia, Sage, a bunch of people in our friend group now. We were all in the same, and Trevor, can't forget Trevor. We were all in the same Frosh group, and that is how I met Matthias. And then Emily, we met walking.
We were walking to campus and I was ahead of her. We were walking to campus and Alena was talking about like RDC auditions, and I was also like we both got callbacks, so I like heard her talking about it. And then we talked, and then we became friends because we went to the callback together. And then we did RDC together for like 6 months.
How did you two meet each other?
Through Alena or Macy.
No, it was
or Triumph. No,
it was like that second night. Macy came with us and then we went to Love on Keys.
Oh, the iconic night when we went to what club was that? Tokyo on a Sunday. Yeah, Tokyo Sundays, ladies' night, free champagne. Tokyo's closed now.
That was fantastic.
Rest in peace. Did you stir it again?
Well, yeah, because it was looking weird.
It's supposed to.
I think we should just add the flour.
No, we had to let the yeast will not work if you don't let it sit.
I'm gonna stir in the first cup of flour.
Okay.
So
we'll see how this goes, YouTube.
You are truly awesome.
Thanks.
Aww.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you. Advice for an exchange student coming to Mcgill.
Advice for an exchange student coming to McGill.
Meet some non-exchange students. I've heard that exchange people often end up hanging out with only exchange people.
Yeah.
But try to meet some people who actually live here because they'll have really good tips for having fun.
Go out to restaurants, clubs, like really meet a lot of people. Try and get the most out of it.
What are fun things to do in Montreal with COVID restrictions?
The park.
Go to the park. Go sledding.
In all seasons, we love the park.
Skating, sledding, hiking, picnicking. Oh my.
Montreal just opened up museums and I went to the MAC and the distancing was really good.
Okay, so next question. What are our plans at...
Oh, you okay?
You
inside. Alena left her hand inside the drawer.
You closed the drawer on my hand.
Alena shoved her fingers into the drawer while Matthias was closing
just to frame me. Anyway, continue.
What are our plans after college?
Oh, who asked this?
Emily Dufour.
How dare you?
If anyone's been following us along since the very beginning, they might know that we are all heading into our 4th year of college, our last year of college next year.
Well, I'm in science, so I'm either gonna do another degree in medicine or another degree in research, and then after that probably another degree for a PhD. So I don't know what you mean when you said after university.
After college, I am planning on getting a master's degree at some point, but I'm definitely taking a gap year first because I want a little break from school to travel and work and be a real human being. Matthias?
Okay, well, I probably want to take a gap like 6 months, not a whole year.
Interesting.
And then start grad school in January.
Why not just take a whole year off?
No. No.
I'm
And then
taking
for
a year
grad
off.
school, I want to do either law school or a master's in journalism or a master's in like international relations. Unsure about one of those. If you have any ideas in the comments, please drop them. I can use all the help that I can get.
Long story short, we all would like to pursue
Higher education.
postgraduate education.
Higher education.
Highest education.
Okay, do you recommend living in res first year or renting an apartment to save money? That is from
Res.
Anna. It's not that expensive to be in res, specifically upper res.
Yeah, upper res is.
Like you're not gonna save a ton of money, and also the experience is unmatched. Like the friends you're gonna
Also,
meet.
it's an 8-month lease, so if you don't think you're gonna stay the summer, like it really balances. If you're from the Montreal area and like you already have your friend group and you're not planning on trying to branch out, then I don't think it would be worth it.
But if you're coming from like anywhere else and you like want to make friends and want to have that classic, you know, first year college experience, definitely go to res. Like we all loved it so much. How do we find roommates? Well, we live with our friends, of course, but a lot of people post on Facebook looking for roommates and things like that. You can join Mcgill off-campus housing.
How do you describe your lifestyle in Montreal?
I would say like I'm definitely living a student lifestyle. Like most of my life is school, most of my life is studying, but I do still try and like have some fun, hang out with my friends when I can.
I'm the same. I just study all the time, but we do ballet as well.
Yeah.
So
that dancer lifestyle.
I keep busy with a variety of extracurriculars, I would say. So I think my lifestyle is probably working like all morning and then going for a walk in the afternoon and then making an elaborate dinner and then working all night.
quick fire, name your favorite coffee shop in Montreal from Sophie Tibbs.
Oh god, at Notch's not a coffee shop, but I love it there. St. Bart's!
Quick fire!
Maybe like Nocturne, it's really
St.
nice.
Bart's!
I like Replica.
Or Neve. Neve's really good.
Oh, wait. Cafe Olympico.
I love Le Darling too. There's
Montreal.
so
It's
many
very
good cafes
hard.
in Montreal.
Yeah.
Does Matthias have any fun new recipes from Sam, the guy who sails?
What's up, my boy Sam? Any fun new recipes? Well, I've been thinking a lot about shakshuka recently.
What is shakshuka?
Shakshuka is a Middle Eastern breakfast dish composed of like a sort of tomato sauce, and then you sort of poach the like eggs in the sauce. So you get this like runny yolk / like tomato stew thing going on. Very good. I'm kind of at a weird point in my cooking right now where I've made everything that I like to make, and I kind of need to find some new recipes. Oh!
I think we're on.
Will the fall semester be online?
No.
That's a good question.
Mcgill has released a statement that the fall semester will be delivered primarily in person. I will not believe it until I see it personally.
Yeah.
That seems a little lofty to me.
What were all of your stats in high school?
Or stats?
Our stats.
What does that mean?
I went to the Faculty of Science in 2018.
She had a really good GPA.
I was
I
very
did like a
smart.
top 5 average because McGill only, if you're in Canada, they only care about your best 5 classes.
Yeah, that's true. I applied with a pretty good average, but only because I only submitted my 5 best classes, which were like English, French, Spanish, a history class, and like 1 math.
If you're curious about all of my high school stats, 3 years ago I made a video about this and I'll link it down below.
I will do this fun part.
Okay, it's time for Emily's submissions.
This is the fun part.
Hardest faculty at McGill?
Not management.
That was a
I would say engineering for sure.
Like I feel like math would be really hard.
But I feel
Neuroscience
like,
seems really hard. Getting into neuroscience at a first year.
I think neuroscience might be up there.
I
I
don't know.
I feel like engineering is like the hardest, and then like
Yeah.
the second place is kind of depends
on
on
your major.
what you're doing exactly. All right, Emily's next question is, who's your favorite prof at McGill?
Holy, that's a hell of a question.
My favorite prof, I really loved Daniel Dewick for poli-sci. Oh, I loved Sarah Turner for geog.
Yeah, she was a
That
sweetheart.
was great. Prof Van Halen
Big
for
discount.
art history.
Van Halen,
Yeah.
absolute rock star.
I really like Reagan. He teaches physics for first years, like the first class. And I really like Ragsdale, who teaches like neuro and cell bio and like Fiji courses. And
Okay, yeah.
Laura Pavelka, who teaches organic chemistry, absolute queen.
Nataya's favorite prof?
There are a few absolute beauts out there, I'm not gonna lie. Eric Kahanta, Southeast Asian Poly. Daniel Bailon, who I'm currently taking a class with. I also have a soft spot for, like Alena said, Daniel Dewick and Manuel Bailon, possibly the just nicest man you'll ever meet.
What do you mean by favorite sustainable swap? Oh, like a way to be more sustainable?
Yeah.
Well, I personally think that the best way to be more sustainable is to slowly start shifting your diet to more plant-based. No matter how big the changes, I feel like it's really important.
We didn't need a clean towel.
Next up from Rowan is hardest part of moving across the continent. I would say not being able to go home if like something happened, or if you really want to be with your family, like you can't just like fly home, it's too expensive. We all only go home like twice a year. How is Matthias surviving his philosophy class? From Alena.
Hi, Alana. It's nice to hear from you. I'm okay. Didn't do very well on the first paper.
Someone asked me my favorite makeup product for college. I'll go show you.
That's a moisturizer.
See, the thing about the whole pandemic thing is that I just haven't really been wearing like any makeup at all, because what's the point? We're not leaving the house ever. So this is my favorite eyebrow powder. It's by Anastasia. This is my favorite foundation. It's MAC Face and Body. But this is my most used beauty product. It's the Origins moisturizer. Yeah, that's all for me. What's everyone's favorite city? Bellingham,
I do
Washington.
love Barcelona. Oh, I really like Victoria. I've never been anywhere in Utah, but I just think Utah's
Emily.
fascinating.
My favorite city would probably have to be Berlin.
Okay, Marie asks, I'm French and I applied to McGill. Do you know
Salut.
any French? Do you know any French students? Yes.
Yeah, a lot.
We know so many
There
French
are a
students.
ton of French students.
Gia asks, tips for shooting your shot with a Zoom crush.
Oh.
We were brainstorming.
We have been ready for this question.
Boy, do I have tips for you.
I think, okay,
Step one, camera on.
camera on for sure. You have
Look
to show
cute.
that they're cute for sure. I think that a really great way to do it is to just privately message them when they say something good in class. Just privately be like, wow, like, what a great point.
Hey, what a great point. That was my idea.
If you have like a class Facebook group and you can find them on Facebook, just send them a friend. But
Request. I definitely have some Zoom cuties in my life, but have I ever shot my shot with them? No.
But maybe that will change
Maybe
now.
this is the week.
How is McGill during a pandemic?
It's fine.
It's okay. Emily just dropped a new Instagram post of our watercolors. I will insert them here.
On my Instagram at m.grant with 2 T's. Thank you very much.
We just finished proofing the dough in the oven.
Oh, no.
Chloe asked me, what am I doing with
What is it?
Concordia? Am I enrolled in both schools? The answer is yes. Right now, I'm doing an inter-university transfer, which is essentially this program that Quebec has that's pretty much like a foreign exchange. It's just Quebec schools, but it's the same process to do all of that credit transferring stuff like that. So it's very easy, it's very simple to do. You just apply to the school you want.
So instead of doing your exchange to Paris, you're doing your exchange.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in Paris right now, but instead I'm at Concordia. Concordia has a much better fine arts program, and so for my art history classes, I've been taking them at Concordia, but then all my other classes, management, poli-sci-esque classes, those are all at McGill. Well, Emma, congratulations on getting in for McGill for next year. She asks, what is our favorite part about McGill, each of us?
The people.
Aww. I would say Montreal, like as a city, is my favorite part about McGill.
McGill, but also most big schools, is you just have so many opportunities for clubs and lots of classes, and there's just so many people and things to do.
And the partying. The partying is really
Yeah.
good. I would probably say the drinking is actually my favorite part about McGill.
The drinking age of 18
That was really what sold it for me.
I don't think my plan to charm the viewers into falling in love with me is working today.
Okay.
I'm normally on my best.
Here, you're gonna take the next dish shift.
Oh, that's cruel. Get me away from that camera.
Now we're doing everyone's favorite part of cooking, cleaning up. Someone asked how Mcgill's study abroad program is.
We wouldn't know.
I was supposed to be at Sciences Po right now. Matthias was supposed to be in Copenhagen right now.
I was supposed to have all my friends be abroad right now, so I'm loving it.
No, but Mcgill does have a great study abroad program.
That's funny, right?
Like they have a lot of good partnerships with a lot of different universities all around the world. I would love to tell you more, but unfortunately that is just where my experience ends. Oven mitts. Very nice. How does it look?
Delicious.
It didn't rise a ton.
Flatbread.
Here's our bread. Unfortunately, it didn't really rise.
What's going on?
It's a bit flat.
Very thin.
I guess it's my fault about the whole yeast situation. It looks tasty even though it's flat. First taste?
Oh, it's really good.
Super good.
That's good. All right, well, I'll leave this recipe below. If you're gonna make it, I'd recommend doing whatever it says to do with the yeast. Other than that, this turned out really good and we had a lot of fun baking it and answering questions. So thanks so much for watching this video and I'll see you next time.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Instagram.